if I want to know who am I, if I want to really know who am I, if you want to know who am I, if you want to know who are you, okay? So actually, I can't tell you that I am this and this and this, and I can, talk about my ambitions, my principles, my, hopes. I can talk and make a pep talk about myself, but what will define me, it's actually what I do, not what I say. It's about what you do, not what you say. It's not about your principles in the world. Your principles is just, words that you are saying. But what are you really doing in your life? What are you really doing on a day-to-day basis? So we really need to focus on this. So, who am I? I am my habits. I am what I do on a day-to-day basis. That's who I am. So, the important thing here, and the crucial thing, if I have a good ambition, or I have a principle that I want to follow or allow myself to do, I want to change my habits to cope with this principle. And changing habits is very, very difficult, because who am I? I am the accumulated experiences that I went through my childhood, which back then I wasn't really aware of what's going up on me, and also the experiences that I encountered through my adolescence period of time. So now there is a process, a scientifically proven process that we can do to change our habits, our bad habits to a good habit. And actually, it can change any habit from my morning coffee to smoking to drinking to phobias to anxiety attacks or panic attacks. Okay, so there is a graph that I will draw now, and this graph will demonstrate how the changing habit works. Okay, so
we are intimidated.
So here's the graph. It's clear. So now this will represent the anxiety or the stress, and this will be the time, and that will be the time that I am experiencing the anxiety or the stress. I experience this anxiety or the stress when I experience it. I am experiencing it while I am changing my old habits to the bad habit. So now I want to really smoke this cigarette. Now, when I'm encountering to change my habit, that's the time that I will, my brain will go into fight or flight mood. My brain will go into crisis mood, because our brain is very, he doesn't want to make any effort. Want to, repeat the old process, okay? Because it's saying that your energy is expensive, so your brain try to save this energy. So, to make it short, your anxiety will go very high. So this is a time that you really need to hang on. We really need to hang on in this period and focus on our values, our goals, and whatever am I feeling, whatever the feelings I have, whatever my thoughts are going, my brain is telling me, man, you can do this. You can't move on. You may kill yourself. You will live in misery. You really need to smoke this cigarette now. It's not for you. Cigarette, you are, it's part of your character, and something like this. Okay. So, but the crucial and important thing here, that this will not, stay for a long time. This crisis mood is only going to be for a short time, and we're going to be down. We'll be down until it fades. Okay. So this is like the first time that I want to, change my habits. Okay. Actually, sorry. What did that mean?
5 minutes.
Okay. So now.
No, this means that you have 2 minutes left.
Okay. So now I need to this is the first time the anxiety will really reach very high levels, and I hang on. When I hang on, it fades away. The second time, okay, my brain have a past experience that really was a really tough experience. So my brain, tell me, no, don't try to do this, man. You really might kill yourself. You're a psycho, man. But don't think about this. Just think on your goals. This is actually demonstrate proven scientific studies, and this is the illustration. There is a scientific background for this, okay, about the brain chemistry. So the second time, okay, the anxiety will be lower, okay. But you need to understand that this is not an easy time. This is a very hard time. You need to understand this, and you really need to appreciate your goals and values, and appreciate your feelings. That's how you feel. It doesn't matter. If I really don't want to get angry, I can apply this principle. I have habits, maybe physical habits or thinking habits. Smoking or getting angry or fearing to face some situation. So time after time, depending on your situation, okay, and this can also work on addictions, okay. So time after time, it should take about 1.5 months or 2 months, something like this, with daily practice and daily struggling, okay. But after that, you will change your habits and think about the most difficult, your biggest habit that really building you or making a big obstacle in your life. You can change your life by changing your biggest bad habits. So I wish really that we, each of us think about a habit that we want to acquire, or changing a bad habit we want to acquire a good habit. So let's try this, and if anyone have any other inquiries about resources, about books, about anything, I'll be glad to help. Thank you so much.